Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne. Today I'm going to give you a review of Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem, Episode 2. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows a good channel for soul fans. And we have a membership where you get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and more. So come on over here and watch this good video. Join that membership, try it out for at least a month, see if you like it, and see what all the fuss is about. Most people who join stick around. So now we're gonna move on to Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem, Episode 2, and we're gonna start with Paulina. Paulina doesn't want to give up her ring until the weapon is pointed at Lonnie. So she hesitated when they were demanding a ring and they pointed it at Abe. But once they wanted to do something to Lonnie, then she like, well, okay, I'll give it to you. And it's just a ring. It's just a ring. It's replaceable, even if it's not the same type of ring. Abe's life, Lonnie's life, your life is more important than a ring. Also in this scene, it was really crazy seeing the extras responding to the scene. First, they had way too many people not knowing what's going on when these men have raised voices demanding the ring. Anybody would look around, but when you're an extra, you just do what the director tells you to do. And then, they started shooting, and you still saw people poking their heads up, and looking up, whereas most people would be on the ground, realistically. But these are extras. These are people that, most of these people want to be actors, so they want to be seen. So they got their heads up. I'm like, can we get just a teeny bit of realism in this? And then Eli's body double tackles a guy, and it's really obvious that it's not Mr. Archie doing it. Archer. Doing it. But, we see body doubles all the time, so I'm not going to get too much on the show. And then they finally catch one of the guys. The guy with the ring gets away, and then they catch the other guy who don't want to talk. They also put it out there when the guys had their dialogue that they were mercenaries. They weren't just your average run-of-the-mill robbers. So the scene was interesting. You got to see Lonnie and Eli get a little bit of action. And, it was okay. It was okay. It brings the show to life a little bit. Sonny punches Leo and shows great range of emotion. So, yeah, we're, based on what I see in the comment section, everybody wants, Zach Tinker to come on the main show, be the new Sonny. He did such an amazing job. Freddie Smith is cool, but, having a fresh approach to the character was very refreshing. Will wants information on an emerald from Leo Stark, who knows all about the peacock. They, of course, have a little peacock joke. Chad uses Demir's name to try and intimidate Leo. And the hotel room that they meet in is where Leo's contact is supposed to arrive. I think, based on leaked photos, that the drag performer is going to be, that looks like Lisa Rinna, is going to be the contact. And since Will doesn't want to pay for another night of this expensive hotel, Leo says, "Okay, I guess I'm gonna have a sleepover with you and Will, you and Sonny." And Chad's looking crazy as he's now the person who Leo's like, "Okay, get my bags," And truth be told, Chad's in the mirror. He should have just said, "Look, I'll pay for an extra night. You don't have to, Will." He is his best friend. They could have done it like that. But of course, there was a leak where Leo is going to imply they have a threesome. So I'm guessing that'll be next episode. I'm sure it won't happen. Carrie is worried about her parents not being at the hotel they said they'd be. And Austin lies about a text and she lets it go. I'm going to save my thoughts on Austin till the end of the video when I talk about things that were bad about the episode. I'm trying to figure out why, you know, he's a fan favorite based on the acting that I'm seeing. But I'll talk about that at the end. Billy tackles ISA agent Kyle Graham, and she straddles him in the cowgirl position. Not reverse cowgirl, but regular old cowgirl. If this had been the regular show and they were both regulars on the show, this would be the beginning of an amazing romance. But we only got 3 days left. Now, she finds out this is going to be her new partner. Sierra volunteers to go undercover as Greta, Princess Gina's daughter, because she knows everything about Princess Gina. She's like, no matter what they ask me, I know everything about Princess Gina. I can definitely go undercover as Greta. Ben doesn't know how to dance, so Billy demonstrates the tango with Kyle. And the tango is one of my favorite dances ever, and I will save that for the end of the video as well. Tony and Anna, John and Marlena, they bid on his necklace with the mysterious person on the phone bidding. I'm guessing the mysterious person on the phone bidding, because we haven't seen her yet, is Kristen. So we'll see if that comes true. And then there's an Asian man who's up front bidding. He gets thrown out for bidding under false pretenses. Now, I know John has a villain that has something to do with Asian something. Maybe they're bringing something to that effect back. I can't remember the man's name. I know Paul was kidnapped or something. Him and Steve had to go save him. Then that was an old villain from the past that I had never seen before, and it was just a quick little thing that they brought back. So you guys in the comment section, I'm sure you'll know who I'm talking about. But that's the first thing that came to mind. Maybe there's a connection to whatever was going on with that. And then John is about to have the winning bid, but Anna steals John's paddle off camera. And when Tony holds it up, he wins the auction. I don't know if you've ever been to an auction before, but I have. Now, I'm not saying all auctions work the same, but when I was at the auction, they gave you a paddle. The paddle has a number on it. And then when you win the bid, they don't go, oh, the man over in the corner, let me write that down. No, they take the paddle number and then they write that down as the person who won. Because I could go to the bathroom and hand you my paddle and say, bid for me. And that number that's on the paddle, which you saw on the show, is what the auctioneer will write down. So technically, John won the necklace because it was still used with his number, not Anna. But of course, Anna got the box with the necklace in it, and strolled out, not realizing that she's just putting Carrie and Austin in danger by winning this necklace. So that'll come back to bite her in the butt, because now that necklace has to be stolen from them. And now we're going to move on. We're going to talk about some little things that I liked and I didn't like. I'll start off the things that I did like. I did like the scene with Paulina and the whole ring situation, because this reminded me of both episodes of like a sweeps episode where they throw the action and adventure at you to try to get the ratings up. And so, this just reminded me of a good sweeps moment in an episode. Sonny, the new Sonny, has been a highlight of this. His relationship with Will, we haven't really seen things, how that's really playing out yet, because so far they've just played out, that they're not happy with each other. But in a promo, they're in the shower together kissing. So that's also probably what will happen next episode. But I really enjoyed the Sonny Will and even the Chad dynamic and Leo Stark. That's probably the most fun part of the episode. Curry and Austin, I could have done. They could have skipped them in this episode because they weren't really needed. They didn't have any substantial conversation. Just that Curry was worried about her mother. Austin lied, and then she went to bed. Yeah, we could have skipped that. Billy. Okay, I'll just start talking about it now. One of my favorite dances of all time is the tango. That was one of the worst tango scenes I've ever seen. It was. They needed more practice. I wasn't really feeling it. And, really good one, for example, is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. They did a good tango scene together. So, but, Lisa Rinna, you dropped the ball on this one. It was okay for amateurs, but it wasn't as hot as it was supposed to be because the tango is one of the sexiest dances that I've ever seen created, other than stuff that you would see in like dance hall or something. So if you know anything about dance hall, be good. Then the whole auction situation, that was okay. There's really no complaints other than what I said earlier about he should have just said, what's this paddle? And, she's like, put that down. And then she would have won the bid. She should have won the bid with her number. That's just like a pet peeve for somebody who has gone to auctions before. Now, I found this out late, but some people just have too much time on their hands. Some people are just hateful about everything. And they must live very miserable lives. There are people on Twitter upset because Deidre Hall did the intro voice in the opening. Can you imagine how miserable a person would have to be that upset over Deidre Hall getting that honor? And she's been on the show for over 30 years. So I'm going to read one of these to you. Somebody named Myrtle McGovern said, I'll say it again for those in the back. No, I will not be quiet about the bastardizing of At Day's intro for the benefit of Deidre Hall in the poor man's Alamein story, which originated and was popular because of J&J, Jack and Jennifer, I guess, Johnson's and Core Brady's. So hashtag FU and hashtag scroll by trolls. So that's a troll telling other trolls to scroll by. And I'm like, you must be a miserable human being to let something like that takes 10 seconds upset you that much. You must not have a life. You can't. You can't. If that is what's bothering you. I also would like to comment on the Princess Gina stealing the gems. I wasn't watching the show in the 90s. I was a big ABC fan. The only thing I watched on NBC was Passion, Sunset Beach, Santa Barbara. There's one more. But there was like 4 shows on NBC that were new. Not the old shows, but the new shows. Passions, Generations, Santa Barbara, and Sunset Beach. Those are the 4 I watched. And the rest were just all the ABC shows. And then when Life Later Mom Children got canceled, then I started watching Days of Our Lives, Young, the Restless, Bold and Beautiful. So I was watching ABC soaps, and some NBC soaps maybe when this was all going down. So I didn't know that they were mining a storyline from the past. But the problem is, using Princess Gina at a time where there are so many Hope fans hopeless because she quit and she don't want to come back, that unless Kristen is doing a surprise appearance and she's returning to the show or something, I think it throws salt in the wounds of the fans that love Bo and Hope. and want them back desperately, even though Peter Reckel and Christian Alfonso have said they are not coming back under any circumstances. And this is what got me, because I'm going to show you this advertisement that the Peacock streaming network sent me, because I'm a member. And and it's an advertisement for Beyond Salem. And as I scroll down, who do I see front and center representing Beyond Salem? Bo and Hope. Who did this? It's not Ben and Sierra. It's not John and Marlena. It's not even Anna and Tony. Sonny and Will. They picked the two people to represent Days of Our Lives that are mad at that don't want to come back to the show. Well, Kristen's mad at the show because they wanted her to take time off and not pay for 5 months. But why would you use these two? Unless they're going to make a surprise appearance on Beyond Salem, why? There's like 30 actors in the cast. You could have even done a cast photo from Beyond Salem. Really? Bo and Hope. Just saying. And my next note is Austin Cant Act. I know Carrie and Austin are fan favorites, and the actress plays Carrie. I'm perfectly fine with. I actually liked her when she came back and she had a little affair with Rafe and made Sammy mad. But has he always been like this? I know sometimes we just grow to love certain characters, whether the actor can act or not, and we just kind of go with it. But although I'm never going with Flow Over and Bold and Beautiful, that's just instant fast forward. But this guy playing Austin, even when he was pretending that he got a text from Tony, he clearly looked like he was lying. Is that good acting? That, what did I miss? So you let me know in the comment section, is he just having a moment? Or was he really a good actor when he was a regular on the show? Just want to know. Are we going to, my note says, are we going to talk about the wardrobe and Sierra's freakum dress? I kept staring. I didn't notice in the first episode, but Sierra's dress is so short it looks like a slip. It looks uncomfortable. She definitely can't sit down at a restaurant or something because she's going to be flashing everybody the goodies. So, yeah, Sierra's a married woman on her honeymoon, dressed like, maybe it should be her honeymoon, a wedding night or something, or a vacation night with her husband with the door closed. And I didn't mention this the first episode, but why does everybody have like hair like it's fell? Like Sierra, I think Carrie. It was like 4 women where I don't know what the stylist was doing, if the stylist ran out of time, but their hair looked so flat. Like, like bad. It don't look good. I'm like, what's going on with the hair in this freaking dress? And if you know what the freaking dress is, basically Beyonce made the term popular. Type that in, you'll see the video, and you'll see demonstration of what the freaking dress looks like. And then I already said in my last note, I think Kristen might be the mystery buyer. So a lot's happening. I was very entertained by episode 2. I didn't really have a lot to complain about, just a little minor nitpicking. And I didn't nitpick as bad as somebody who's upset about Deidre Hall doing the intro. They need to just get over that. She's like MVP. And this is a brand new show. This is not Days of Our Lives. That's why it has an intro. Days of Our Lives doesn't have an intro. But anyway, hopefully tomorrow we will see Eileen Davidson, because there's only 3 episodes left, and hopefully we'll see her tomorrow. That she'll be on before Thursday, or by what I'm trying to say. And I will see you in the next video.